Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Now the main headlines. Millions of Shia celebrate the blessed birth anniversary of Imam Hussein Mujtaba alayhi salam. Over 63,000 migrant deaths reveal alarming levels of fatality due to fleeing conflict, the International Organization for Migrants report. UNICEF climate change causes dire situation for 45 million African kids. And Grand Ayatollah Shirazi discusses accusations attributed to Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear viewers. This is Yunus Dawood and you're watching Shia Waves live from London, only on Imam Hussein TV 3. The Secretary General of the Holy Shia Shrines confirmed the success of the festivals and events held in honor of the auspicious occasion of the birth of the great-grandson of the Holy Prophet, Imam Hussein Mujtaba alayhi salam. The Holy Shrines in Iraq received millions of visitors throughout the night and the day from within Iraq and around the world. It continued that these ceremonies successfully shed light on the exceptional personality of Imam Hussein Mujtaba alayhi salam and his great legacy, including his significant sacrifices for the sake of Islam and Muslims until his martyrdom. Despite global pledges to save migrant lives and fight smugglers, a report by the International Organization for Migrants shows that migrant deaths have increased since tracking began in 2014. Over 63,000 have died or gone missing, with 2023 being the deadliest year yet. The report indicated that according to the IOM, the difficulty in obtaining and verifying information means that the actual number of lives lost worldwide is likely to be higher. Even when deaths are recorded, more than two-thirds of the victims remain unidentified, often due to lack of resources for priority. The IOM officials have stressed. Of the victims whose nationalities were known to the IOM, more than 33% died while fleeing countries in conflict, the report has highlighted. It adds that nearly 60% of the deaths recorded by the IOM in the last decade were related to drowning, with the Mediterranean Sea being the world's largest migrant grave, with more than 28,000 deaths recorded in the last decade. The report emphasizes that the search and rescue capacities to assist migrants at sea must be strengthened in line with international law and the principle of humanity. The UNICEF Director for Eastern and Southern Africa stated at least 45 million children are in dire situation, facing severe food insecurity worsened by climate change. The 2023 to 2024 El Niño weather phenomenon has intensified multiple crises in the region, leading to high rates of child stunting and acute malnutrition. UNICEF experts explained that the United Nations Children's Fund says it has worked to integrate climate education into the school system and help communities cope with climate change impacts. Let's take a look back at today's main headlines. Millions of Shia celebrate the blessed birth anniversary of Imam Hussein Mujtaba alayhi salam. Over 63,000 migrant deaths reveal alarming levels of fatality due to fleeing conflict. The UNICEF says climate change causes dire situation for 45 million African kids. Also tonight, Gazans reportedly drowned rush after for the age drop in sea. The daily scholarly meetings of Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq al-Hussein Shirazi was held on Tuesday night, coinciding the 15th day of the holy month of Ramadan, regarding some of the accusations made against Imam Hussein Mujtaba alayhi salam about his repeated marriages and divorces as narrated in history and some narrations. Grand Ayatollah Shirazi said although a hadith has been narrated in Usul al-Kafi, but it must have been stated out of taqiyya, as there are many evidence of taqiyya visible in it. Therefore, the apparent message will not be taken. Let's watch the statements of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi.
تقیه وجهش این است که لوکان لبان اگر راستی همچی چیزی بود نه فقط یه نفر نقل میکرد و توی یه روایت میمد، معروف میشد. لازم چون اون وقتا اگر یه روایت داره که نظائرم داره، اومد به حضرت از حضرت صادق علیه السلام سوال کرد، از حضرت سوال کرد قبل از که حضرت جواب بدن گفت ابن ابی لیلا مثل که فلان جور جواب این مسئله رو داده. تا اینو گفت حضرت فرمودن اما ابن ابی لیلا فلا اتوکل بر رده. یعنی ببینید خود این که مخالف قاضی عامه یه چیزی بگه این مشکل ساز بوده. نمیدونم چون اگر راستی امام حسن صلوات الله علیه مطلق بودن یه چیزی نبود که یه نفر و دو نفر نقل کنن، معروف میشد. میگم یه آدم عادی اگه مطلق باشه معروف میشه، وقتی یه آدم معروف مثل امام حسن مجتبی معروف نمیشه. همین قرینه است بر این که این اینجوری نبوده. نه ببینید یک نه یه دونه روایت اینجور که من تو کافی یه دونه روایت داره. نه
Two strong earthquakes of magnitude 6.7 and 6.4 struck Vanuatu on Wednesday, the US Geological Survey said. It said that earthquakes were reported in the Vanuatu region at a depth of 10 kilometers or 6.2 miles. No reports of damage or casualties have been reported. The United States Commission on International Religious Freedom, or the USCIRF, has expressed concern over the Indian government's implementation of Citizenship Amendment Rules, or the CAR, to enact the Citizenship Amendment Act. The CAA imposes a religious criterion for asylum seekers offering expedited citizenship for certain religious groups while explicitly excluding Muslims. The USCIF Commissioner Stephen Sheikback called on members on Congress to raise concerns about religious freedom issues in India. If the intent of the law were genuinely to protect persecuted religious minorities, it would encompass Rohingya Muslims from Burma, Ahmadiyya Muslims from Pakistan, or Hazara Shia from Afghanistan, among others, he also added. The Southern Mississippi University in the United States announced that on Tuesday, March 26th of 2024, they would be hosting a communal iftar meal on the main campus. The university stated in a special report published on its official website and has been seen by Shia Waves agency that the event, sponsored by the Pakistani Student Organization and the Muslim Student Organization at the university located in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, welcomed all students and faculty. The university iftar meal included a religious lecture about discussing the significance of Ramadan in Islam, group discussions, and various other activities. A report by The National highlights the severe economic crisis in Tunisia and its impact on the decline of the traditional festive environment during the holy month of Ramadan. The report stated that the food inflation has reached 12.1% since last January, mentioning that Tunisians fear of food shortages at a time when the country's government is facing rising prices. According to the National Institute of Statistics, an increase in the overall inflation rate in Tunisia for food items reached 12.1% since last January, with the highest increases relating to coffee prices by 35%, followed by meat and cooking oils by 23%, while fresh vegetables saw an increase of 19.3%. Residents of the holy city of Najaf and several Iraqi activists called on the concerned authorities to preserve the city's heritage and historical identity. These demands come as the old city and the area around Imam Ali's holy shrine are witnessing expansion projects. The activists told Shia Waves agency that the ongoing expansion projects near the holy shrine of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam are due to the increasing numbers of visitors coming to the holy city. They emphasized the importance of preserving the authentic heritage and history of the city, which holds a significant connection to the people of the holy city of Najaf and remains ingrained in their memory. Gaza media officials have stated that 18 Palestinians have been killed whilst trying to collect aid that was airdropped over northern Gaza. In a statement, it was said that 12 people drowned when they went into the sea to retrieve food packages, and the other 6 were trampled to death in stampedes when the aid landed on the ground. Activists have called the immediate end to airdrops, calling them offensive, humiliating, and inappropriate and useless. Humanitarian organizations warned that airdrops cannot meet the people's need for food. We have reached the end of today's news show. Let's take a look back at today's main headlines. Millions of Shia celebrate the blessed birth anniversary of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Over 63,000 migrant deaths reveal alarming levels of fatality due to fleeing conflict. UNICEF climate change causes dire situation for 45 million African kids. Grand Ayatollah Shirazi discusses accusations attributed to Imam Hussein alayhi salam. And Gazans reportedly drowned after rush for airdrop in the sea. You can view the latest news on our website, or you can send news of your city or country to be published on our news agency. Contact us on numbers at the bottom of your screen. Thank you all for watching, and we pray to Allah the Almighty to hasten the reappearance of the Master of our time. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
In which I see God's light, Ya Ramadan.
I want to let you know that 7 Steps to Heaven, the best game show voted by the people, not my own words, is back on your screens on Imam Hussein TV 3.